Everybody, welcome to our Diesel Dreamers team call. Today is Monday, September 12th, and we have a special guest, my good friend Jeanette Maseda. So I'm so excited for her to run this call for us and talk about vision and how to ask the right questions, not only for yourself and discovering your why, but also for helping, your challengers and your coaches that are coming onto your team figure out what it is they want out of this business and how it is that you can help them get it. So, Jeanette, if you don't know who she is, she's a super awesome coach. She is in Diesel Nation. Her sponsor is Becky. They went to college together and are sorority sisters, so that's a cool little fact to know. She lives in Miami. Her and I frequent Starbucks together and get work done and just hang out. It's kind of cool that we have that flexibility as coaches. She is a mom of two beautiful kids. She has a husband, Alfredo, who's super awesome and fun.
He was waving, like when you started saying he's there, he was like, and you said Alfredo Lopez. God.
If you follow her page, she posts awesome food review videos, and she does awesome also recipe videos. So definitely check her out. Really good stuff. And she's an awesome coach, awesome person, awesome friend. She's 5-star coach. She's a physical therapist by trade, but she recently retired to do this full time. So I'm so proud of her. She's the founder of Team Phoenix and also the founder of Champagne Friday. So if you've seen my it's all because of Jeanette. So there you go.
I gotta put that in my cred now. Champagne. I love it. You're gonna come Friday, right?
I think so. I'll keep you posted. My demo and my remodel is kind of crazy right now. So
it's gonna be crazy for a while. Yeah, I was supposed to be in my nice office by this time. I have all the stuff in the living room, and the guy has not shown up to build my office. So I'm like, my house with my paperwork is crazy. So guys, thank you for allowing me to be here today. It's an honor to be here and speak to you about asking the right questions. And I don't know how many of you have started recruiting, but it's always this weird, when you're doing the get started right call, you kind of get stuck in the why. Like you're told, come on, you got to dig deep for that why, but what are the questions that really are going to give you the answers and get your coaches thinking? So get your pens and paper out. I wrote the questions down, so I can definitely put it. I don't know if you guys were in the push call, but this is exactly the same call I did a little bit earlier today. So once you guys start hitting ranks, when you're pushing for Diamond and Premier and Elite, this is a team effort, and it's never about you. And it's hard not to make it about you. And that's kind of the struggle that I went through last year when I was pushing for Elite. I was literally dragging and pushing my coaches, and it felt uncomfortable. And I tried not to be like, I want to be Elite, but I just didn't know how to say it any other way than I want to be Elite, right? Let's be Elite. So the key is, how can we lift our coaches instead of pushing our coaches? And these are the type of questions that are going to get your coaches thinking. You are going to really get to know them by knowing their why. And it's going to really also make a clear picture to them about how important their why is, and make them realize the things that they're going without. So here we go. So when you're getting on these coach started right calls, the first question I really want you to ask your coaches is, and we're going to do this here, so it's going to be interactive. As soon as I start asking the questions, I want to know your why. So what are some of the things that you have gone without in your life? Gone without, and maybe are still going without in your life. This can be relationships, these can be emotional, these can be finances, these can be material things. And sometimes when I get on these calls, no one's really asked these people, what is your dream life? That's really an odd question that nobody in corporate America is ever going to ask you. So when I ask that, people are like, what? I've never thought of it. So you as leaders, you really have to make sure that they have a nice vision for themselves, and they're dreaming big, and that there's no guilt in wanting more. And even if it's material things, it is okay to want the house. It's okay to want to do your nails. It's okay to want your cleaning lady. It's okay to have the pool guy. Those are all things that are okay, and you should be guilt-free about wanting more. So let's unmute yourselves, and I want you to tell me, what are the things that you are going
going without in your life now?
Oh, I'm gonna go first because Team Fitness Chasers is representing tonight. You guys are awesome. Thank you all so much for being here. Like, this is huge. I'm so excited. The things that I've found without financial freedom as a graduate student, I make pennies. So every single penny that I spend is totally budgeted for financial security. If my advisor lost funding tomorrow, I'd be out of a position. We would lose our house. We'd lose that new car that we just got. Before the Beachbody cruise, the last vacation I went on, I can't tell you was how many years ago. I don't have a life because I don't have money to be able to do the things I want to do. I can't have kids right now because I don't have money to support those kids, because I don't have a job to support those kids. So these are all kind of things that I want.
Those are huge. You know what your why is very clearly. And Emily, and I'll challenge you, have you ever thought about saying that in social media?
I haven't, mostly because there's still a lot of people that I deal with in a scientific perspective that are on social media that I'm still very much in that world, and I don't want them to think that I'm going to quit ahead of schedule or anything. I'm scheduled to graduate in May, and I don't want it to get back to my advisor and him to fire me, because I'm not at the position right now where I'm making enough with Beachbody that I can afford to lose that income. So I've breadcrumbed it, but I haven't gone out there explicitly and stated that.
To do that.
Yeah.
Maybe think about a way, maybe you and Paulina can think about a way to do it without being offensive or thinking I'm going to quit, but I don't know. There's some good stuff there that you need to post on social media the correct way. So I challenge you to do that. So those are great whys, very clear. Anybody else that wants to share?
I do. My whys are to get me and my kids out of my parents' house. They support us almost 100%. Thank God I have an amazing family, but I'm tired of that. I want to provide for those kids, and I want to give them everything in the world, and I want our own place and just our own life, and I'm hoping that this working so hard can make that happen. That's my why.
So even be more specific. You're going without privacy, without a home, without being able to securely finance your kids. So be very specific, in that. And once again, those are huge whys. Who else wants to go? Anybody?
It doesn't matter if you're one of my new coaches or if you're one of my little bit older coaches. Come on, guys.
And these are weird questions. Like, who asked you? Nobody asked you these questions, right?
Yeah. I'll take a stab at it. So, same kind of boat. Like, I want to be financially secure. I don't want to have to worry about money. I don't have to worry where it's coming from, or if something, happens, something breaks, like I'll be able to handle it. Before Beachbody, like the only vacations that I've been on are like obviously the ones my parents have taken me on. So although like I'm very grateful and thankful that they do take us on like family vacations, I want to be able to take them on vacation, like pay that back to them and like show my appreciation for all the things like they provided for me. Like I want to be able to do that for them. I want to have a house. I want to have a yard for Oliver where he can run around in. Same thing. Like I don't have, a husband or anything like super serious in any kind of relationship. But when it comes time like for that, and I am planning a family and a future for them, like I want to make sure that I have all my ducks in a row, that I don't have to worry or stress about not being able to do the things I want to do or create a family or whatever because of money, So yeah, and I love traveling, so I want to continue doing that and seeing the world and being on my own schedule. Like I don't want to have a boss telling me yes or no that I could take off or, whatever. I want to dictate my life. I want to be the designer of it. So, and like, what you guys have shared already, like gave me chills. Like Leslie, when you just shared your why, like that makes me want to cry. And so like we're all in this together, people. Like, okay, sorry, I just had to put it out there.
It's important, and this is why having a vision board party and doing this together as a team is that you really get to know each other, and it's not just about you, it's about us, right? How we are going to do this together, and how great to be 2 years from now sitting on stage being like, we did it, here we are full time, and we did it together, right? That's the amazing part of this business, is that you're not this lone sheep in corporate America. You are a team, and you are going to do it together, and there's going to be ups and downs, but you got to stick to it, you got to stick with it, you know. Anybody else? I think Janine, did you want to share?
Yeah, I unmuted myself. I also definitely financially related, but I mean, I still live at home and I want to move out. And then I'm a teacher, and I teach at a private school right now, and love it so much. I love where I am, and it's like a family and a second home, but the pay is awful. So if I don't figure something.
Janine, I think she's cutting up. Do you guys hear her, or is it me?
You know. Hello?
You cut up there at the end. I left you. The pay is really bad.
Yeah. So I don't figure something else out after this year. I'll have to leave and go to school, which would pay better, but it would just leave somewhere that I'm so happy.
Right. And you know, for some people, they love their jobs, right? And they don't want to leave yet. Eventually they will, right? But you love what you do. Your pay sucks. So if this can supplement it, and you be living a fulfilling life as a teacher in this private school with this great environment, great. You know, that's the goal. And for some people, maybe they don't have financial burdens, but they lack purpose, right? For me, I lack purpose. I had a career, I had the family, but I was lacking purpose. Now it's definitely financial too. But for I know this is not your population, but for a stay-at-home mom whose husband doesn't have money, she was like, you know, yes, I do take care of the house, I do take care of the kids, but what else do I provide? And being able to provide that extra income and not having to ask the husband, can I do this, can I do that with our money, is also a great thing. So thank you guys for sharing. So that is the first question you are going to ask your coaches. And really, I do this at the Get Started Right call. This is my why. We're going into these things, and I'm ending our coach basics now with a vision board party for all my new coaches. And that's how I really suggest you guys do it from now on. So how has being without those things made you feel? And how has it affected your quality of life? So how has being without those things made you feel? And how has it affected your quality of life? So Emily, you know, how does it feel not to have that extra money, not to have that extra cushion? How does it feel not to be able to travel?
Oh, it sucks. I mean, at least the extra cushion part, like when we were going through the whole mortgage aspect, and, you know, we were sitting down with the mortgage lender, and he was telling me how much we had to pay every month. And if you miss a payment, we have 30 days. If we missed a payment, we had 30 days, and they were going to kick our asses out of this house, no matter how much we put down, no matter how much. And that was terrifying. I never want to be in a position where I lose my home. I put us in jeopardy because I don't have the money to be able to do the things that I want to do. And right now I'm going through major baby fever, like major baby fever. And it's bad. It's bad. And seeing all of these people, you know, my friends on Facebook, we're at that age now where everybody's having kids.
Have a puppy. A puppy.
I have 4 furry babies, and that didn't do it.
How old are you, Emily?
I'm turning 27 in November.
Oh, girl. Wait till you're 30. Wait until you're 30.
No, it's bad. I have baby fever bad. But so seeing all these people on my Facebook sharing their pictures of their newborn, and I swear it's like every other picture is a newborn, and it's a different newborn.
Block them.
Not being able to have that, like it hurts, you know. It's
right.
Like I want that.
And you know, I'll tell you what. I mean, that'll definitely get you working very late at night and waking up very early in the morning. So that's a great wine to have. Anybody else? Leslie?
For like my why right now, it makes me feel depressed. Like a mooch, like I'm a moocher, that I'm like mooching off my parents and taking so much from them. And I'll be 30 October 1st. I should be in my own house. I should be with my kids, coming to visit, not living here full time. And it makes me feel I did have lots of things happen to me that have held me back. And you know, I'm not going to let that hold me back anymore. And I'm trying to overcome that. But I mean, it still hurts depending so much on your parents at such an old age where I shouldn't be here. So that's my why, because I shouldn't be here. I need to get myself out of here. Makes me feel not happy.
Well, I mean, Leslie, you know, dig really deep into personal development and change it into gratitude. So that angst that you have, say, you know, thank God I have my parents. Thank God, you know, I've been through some rough stuff, but thank God for allowing me to have this cushion. Because most people don't have their parents alive or in the financial situation to take you in. So I'm gonna, you know, challenge you to switch that. And you know, you're doing the best you can with your current situation, and this is a way with this business that you are going to create your dream life, and you have to believe that.
It's already made such an impact in the last 2 months. I can't even put into words how my mind and my heart have transformed the last 2 months. It's mind blowing. Truly.
Yeah, and you're gonna play it forward, and you're gonna find another Leslie, and you're gonna get her out of where she was, the way they've taken you out, and it's, you know, pay it forward. It's gonna turn into like a tears party. We're gonna be baby criers. We're gonna be baby criers. I do like to do this call in a smaller group because I want this to happen. I want us to get these questions out and be able to really bond. So lastly, if life were perfect a year from now, what sort of things would you have? What would you do? What places would you go? And here I want you to be very specific, and I need you to tell the universe what you want. And if it's that house, Leslie, I need to know exactly what city, you know, what location. I want you to tell me the color of your door, how many bedrooms. You have to be very clear, because during those rough days that are going to happen often, you got to look at that vision board and be like, oh, that's what I'm fighting for. That's what I'm fighting for. So be very, very, very specific. How much income do you want to have? Where do you want to travel? Not just travel. Where do you want to go? So where's Emily? I go back to Emily. She's trying to take care of her tears there.
I'm trying to pull myself
together. A year, and this is a perfect life, and don't short yourself on your perfect life. A year from now, life is perfect, Emily. What are you doing? What does your life look like?
Well, I've just come back we've come back from the Punta Cana trip a few months ago, but I am totally like full-time with Beachbody. I am giving it my all. I'm helping my team see this vision. I'm helping my team go full-time. I'm helping them achieve their perfect lives. I am sitting in my beautiful 4-bedroom, 3-bath house with my oversized 2-car garage, my massive yard, so that this knucklehead, I know, is terrifying, so that he can run around and romp. I've at least started thinking about having a family in a realistic way. Maybe not, you know, already have a kid, or maybe not even be pregnant, just at least starting to think of it as something that's tangible. I'm not freaking out about money every month. You know, are we going to have the money to cover this bill or that bill? I
know exactly what salary. A year, you know, put that number down. You know, a year from now, how much money are you going to be making? You know, how much money are you going to be making? Are you going to be doing your nails? Because I want to be doing my nails every week. You know, I have crazy stuff on my vision board. I have a pool guy. I have my cleaning lady every week. Be very specific. So what else are you guys going to have? Anybody else? Taylor, what's up? You haven't said anything. I'm going to point you out.
Hi.
Hi.
I don't even know what to say. I want a lot from life. I want to get out of my parents' house, number one. I'm 28. Pushing 29, actually. Living in my parents' basement. I want financial freedom, honestly. I'm sick of working for people that I feel like don't appreciate me. And I feel like when I talk, like have these conversations with you guys, like I look forward to it.
Yeah.
So
think about more things that you want. You know, where are you going to be living? You got a house, an apartment?
Oh no, I want to own a house. I want to make 6 figures. I want to be completely independent, have a place for my Coco to run around.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, be very specific, you
Yeah.
guys. The universe needs to know exactly what you want. So what else? Anybody else? No. All right. So now let's talk about your mission statement and the importance of you as a team to have one and you to have a personal one. So for me, oh my God, I blanked out on mine. Empower people to live a life of purpose. And my team is empower and motivate individuals to soar. So how to write your mission statement. So when you look at the world, what are the things that bring you the most pain, right? So for me, I really, instead of the world, I looked at the women that I help. What brings me the most pain? And for me, it was them lacking self-esteem, them lacking belief in themselves, them living without a life of purpose. Okay, so think about the women that you're trying to help. What pains you the most about their situation? And usually, I mean, some of you guys are new, but for those of you who are older, there's a recurring theme into all these conversations. The women we are helping, they're all going through the same thing most of the time. So the number 2 question in your mission statement is, what specific changes have you seen in your life that you want to share with the world? So now, being a Beachbody coach, like you said, Leslie, you know, it's changed your life. You know, what are those changes that you have seen in yourself in such a short amount of time? You know, for me, it was finding out that each and every one of us has a gift that we're going to share with the world. It's our duty to share this gift, and it's all unique. All of us in here, we have something important to share, and then it's unique to us. So that's the number 2. And then number 3, if you can sum up the difference to make in others in just 3 words, what would those words be? Don't worry, guys. I'm going to give you those questions. So I know 3 words, it's hard, but for me, it was live a life of purpose. It was 5 words. When you're doing your mission statement, don't make it complicated. You can change it. It's not like, you know, don't spend hours and days thinking about that. But when you look at those 3 questions and the way you answer them, are there any similarities in words? For me, it was like purpose. That word purpose kept coming at me. So it was definitely a word that I was going to use in my mission statement. So keep it simple, but definitely in your next team call, create one as a team. So let's talk about, you know, creating your vision board, right? I have to find mine's over there and I'll show you. Actually, let me get that real quick. So I have this huge board, right? I'm going to go old school, and I suggest, and when I took this course, they really suggested going old school because we do all these apps and we never see them. We leave them in the computer. So be very specific. So on the left side, you are going to write all the things that you're going without. Remember, that was one of the first questions I asked you. So what are those things that you're going without on the left side? On the right side, you're going to be very specific in the things that you want. What are those things that you want? Like I say, man, Champagne Fridays was here in my vision board. So I said, I'm going to do that because I'm a workaholic and I always feel guilty about taking 2 hours of my day. So I said, on Fridays, I'm taking 2 hours to hang out with the girls and drink champagne. So it's here. I want a beach apartment. I want a pool guy. I want a cleaning lady every week. I want my office, and I'm going to get my office. It's just sitting across in boxes. You know, your team has to be part of your vision board, right? I'm very specific in the type of vacations. I want ski vacations, so that's us in our ski clothes. I want a family cruise. I want a lot of things, so go crazy, okay? Because you deserve all these things, and don't feel guilty about the things that you want. And then you're going to write your 2016 goals, and then you're going to put your summit goals as well, okay? So when you're doing these goals, really go in and the idea is for you to create a team. So how many coaches do you want to be recruiting? How many of those coaches do you want making money? So be very, very specific. And I hope you guys have a vision board party so that you guys, and I did all these little pictures in Word Swag. I can't believe I found a cleaning lady on Word Swag. I said, cleaning lady, she came out. So use Word Swag. Don't get too complicated. Just do it fast. All right. So that is the mission statement, your goals, doing your vision board. Now, I don't know how many of you guys have already started recruiting coaches, but for those of you who have, let's talk about leading. And the key is that you want to find out what other
people want, and you want to help them get there. It's not about you, and it's not like I need you to go emerald because I need to be a diamond, right? No. It's about them, and you have to make it about them. So, as you start growing your teams, like, who do you mentor? And I am guilty of wanting to mentor everybody, even though they don't deserve your time. And what that does is it drains you. It drains your energy. It gets you frustrated because they're not doing the work. And here you are giving your time, taking away from your family to give them time. And you, even if you're a new coach, don't get into that bad habit. And I'm trying not to do that, because you will be burned out by the end of the year. So how do you find out who to mentor? Are they productive? Are they helping people? And maybe they're not hitting Success Club every month, but are they doing the daily action steps? Are they showing up to the business? Are they inviting? It's just they're new and they just haven't gotten the rhythm. So look at their production. Activity. Are they on the team calls? Are they in your challenge groups? Are they active, right? That's a good sign. What's their attitude? Do they come in and they lift you guys up? Do they lift the team? Do they lift people in your support group? And do they add value? So those are kind of the things that you want to be looking at for the people that you are going to mentor. So now you're going to pick a couple of those coaches, like Paulina. Paulina has a big team, so she might need 4 or 5 to be mentoring on a weekly basis. So what do you ask them on your weekly calls? Number 1, you've gone through your vision board party. As the leaders, you know their vision, you know their whys, right? So you have to remind them of their goals. So, if I'm talking to Emily, I'm like, Emily, I know that you want financial freedom. I know that you want to get a house. I mean, you already have a house, but you want to get enough money in the bank just in case something happens. I know that you have no security in your job. So what are you currently doing? Are you currently doing the things that you need to do to reach those goals? So are you doing that? And that way, you're not the bad guy. You're not like, hey, you're not posting. Hey, you're not doing this. They are going to tell you the truth. And they're going to be like, you know what, Jeanette, I'm not doing that. I'm doing this, but I'm not doing that. Okay? And then you ask them, what do you need to do to hit your goals? So what do you need to do? And that's where you're going to hold them accountable. So the question is, how many conversations are you going to have daily? How many invites are you going to do? How many minutes of personal development are you going to do? So once again, your job as a leader is to hold them accountable to what they said they were going to do, period. And if they just want to have 1 conversation daily, okay, let's stay consistent and let's have those 7 conversations a week. So what happens if they don't commit to these actions? So you get on these calls and like, I didn't do it. Nope. That's where you kind of have to say, you told me you wanted this goal. Do you still want it? Okay. That's just warning number 1. Second, third week, it's like, nope, didn't do it again. That's where you have to step back as a mentor, be like, okay, this is what we're going to do. When you're ready to commit to your goals, I'll be ready here to help you achieve them. But you have to bless and release, because you have no time. You need time to find other people that are going to work your business and that are going to, who want it. So I think that's all I got. That's all we got. Any questions?
Amazing, girl. I don't have any questions, but I want to say how proud I am of you and like just seeing your evolution as a coach and as a leader. Mm-hmm. And I think this was great for us to really focus on this type of topic, because like you said, most people are never asked these type of questions. So just the thought of like thinking of these things and thinking about our future probably made all of us uncomfortable. And that's not a bad thing. Like, I think we need to get more uncomfortable and need to get more vulnerable about what we want and sharing that, because if we're not talking about it or thinking about it or focusing on it, it's not going to happen. So I hope you guys took a lot from this call, and we definitely are going to get a vision party making a call soon, probably early October. So start thinking of these questions, start writing these things out, so that way when we do host that party, we can make it super awesome and productive. And do you have any suggestions on when you do the vision board making party, like what kind of supplies to get or how to prepare for that?
Well, they already come done. So like when we had it, I had already given them these questions and everybody already came.
So you just kind of shared your vision board.
Yeah, we shared our vision. I mean, if you live locally, I guess you can do it. Maybe that's something good to do locally, come for the new year. But yeah, we did it all. We came in and we shared it.
And I definitely think it should be part of your coach basics training. As your new coaches come, you know, everybody's doing their vision boards. And this is a great tool to make it duplicatable so that everybody in your team, you're going to teach these questions to your coaches and just duplicate it because it's easy. And I had been stuck on how to lead. And that's why I had to invest. I mean, I didn't grab this from my butt. I actually invested money in a leadership course with Josh Coates, and this is where I learned this stuff. And I knew that I had to be a better leader this year. And you have to invest and never stop learning. I mean, me and Paulina, we're always buying classes. Like half the classes I can't even finish, but that's what I like to do. I like to learn and duplicate and teach. So thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, any last questions or?
I gotta say one thing. I think it's incredibly fitting. This is like me on a totally like personal level. Your call last year that you did for Diesel Dreamers is actually the reason I pushed for Diamond. I was telling Paulina that, you know, there was something about what you said on that call that I just totally connected to. And honestly, I can't even tell you what the call was at this point. It had nothing to do with, you know, your call, because it was obviously awesome and had a major impact on me. But
Yeah.
you know, having my team be able to experience, you know, a call with you that I think was incredibly powerful. And I mean, brought at least a couple of us to tears. So I just wanted to say thank you. And
thank you. Anytime, you guys. Anytime. We're in it. We're a family. You know, we're a Diesel Nation family, and whatever you need, you know, I'm always here. And you know, I have people that I depend on, and I love Paulina, and she's my partner. I haven't seen her all summer. She's been cheating on me all summer. So we need a Starbucks date because I love to work with her. We literally just sit in Starbucks and we work. We don't even talk. We just like. But it is a pleasure, and I'm sure you guys will pay it forward in the future to other new coaches.
Yes. So I will share the questions because I saw you post them in the push group. So I'll put that in our team page. So you didn't have to send them to me because I'll get them. And
Awesome.
Guys, really like take some time, maybe on the weekend, like just work on these questions, work on your answers. You know, drink a glass of wine, get a cup of tea, or whatever like helps you relax and just get in the right mindset to answer these things. Because we are going to have a vision sharing party, I guess you can call it, a vision board sharing party.
Yeah.
So work on those. And like I said, thank you so much again, Jeanette. This was an amazing call. You rock. I love you. And
thank you.
Yeah, I think we all took a lot of stuff out of this. So thank you. Let's take a picture before we hang up because there's so many awesome people on this call.
Yeah, man, when you get the big team call like that, you're like, bam.
All right, everybody, so look and smile. Hold on. Let me try to do a print screen. Awesome. Thank you so much. Everybody have a great night.
There's a Diesel Nation call now.
Yeah. Okay, so hop on to the Diesel Nation call. Love you guys. Have a great night. Thank you, Jeanette. Bye, guys.